or quoting to me any other pillar of the fake news industrial complex, I really couldn't care less what the Washington Post or the New York Times says, especially when it's anonymous government officials. If it's true, put your name to it. If it's not, shut up.
The Washington Post reported...
Oh my God.
There's a point to it. There's a point to it, and I think more of this needs to be called out when it comes to these journalists that they want to lean on certain things for sources, and there's no name to it. So this is the energy that I'm having when it comes to a lot of these politicians and politics in general.
Reported that the freeze on U.S. foreign assistance in Africa has, quote, threatened programs intended to counter al-Shabaab bomb makers, contain the spread of al-Qaeda across West Africa, and secure Islamic State prisoners in the Middle East, according to U.S. officials and aid workers, unquote. Are those cuts still in place? Are you concerned about them at all?
Is that the same Washington Post that propagated the Russia collusion hoax for the last 8 years?
Well, regardless of the Russia...
No, not regardless. You're quoting the Washington Post to me, which is as effective as posting for me or quoting to me any other pillar of the fake news industrial complex. I really couldn't care less what the Washington Post or the New York Times says, especially when it's anonymous government officials. If it's true, put your name to it. If it's not, shut up.
The Washington Post reported that...
That's the energy we on. That is the energy we on. Ain't no source. Put your name on it. Put your name on it. You can't come on the news talking about sources say or the Washington Post. And it's funny now, isn't the Washington Post, aren't they going through a rebrand? I think that's the one with Jeff Bezos, right? So they're going through a little bit of... Y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. And I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask, all right? We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right, 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew. A rebrand on their end. All right, so let's look at, oh man. So I got a question for y'all actually. Before we get into this next video, I have a question for y'all. Don't be upset with me, please. And shout out to Prof. Prof said, I think I have a great book. I think a great book you would like is The Bible is Black History. The author wrote the book for young African Americans that went to church looking for the same answers like you. Definitely. I know there's a lot to learn, a wealth of a lot of knowledge in that book. All right. So I know that there's a lot to learn. So I look forward to tapping into it. Matter of fact, we should do a little Bible study. Matter of fact, we may have a new, we'll talk about it later. Committing to stuff. One of my issues. All right. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.